Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Yeah.
Hack 48 is a 48-hour founder sprint where we bring the most talented under 21-year-olds into a house together, split them into teams and get them to build and ship a product in 48 hours. We bring the brightest from Australia, New Zealand and the Asian region, get them together to create a startup and really join a vibrant community.
But no, thank you so much for turning up, everyone. This is our third ever Hack 48, and yeah, super hyped to get everyone on board. I think first thing is just like thank you for like coming up, like making the trip. I know some people flew from Australia. We have a media crew, you have a media person with you for every single team, and that makes sure that you're accountable. But also there's no excuses for not shipping.
From doing previous Hack 48s, the hardest part about working in a team together, I think, is really getting the idea.
With also, have you seen those AI resume generators? It will create a tailored resume to every job you apply, and you're combining it with the...
And I think the easiest way to start obviously is like issues that you face individually. Feel free to also just like ChatGPT some ideas.
When you come and meet strangers for the first time and need to work in a team together, it's very difficult to be on the same page and also very difficult to understand what skill sets they bring in the team. So you have to really, I guess, become friends with them first before you're able to create a product. So that's why ideation often takes the longest amount of time.
Oh, sure. Where's a good place to get a good idea, Nico?
The casino.
I don't know.
The casino.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe a 4K run and then go sailing, you know?
Or we drink and take drugs.
All that.
Hey, my name's Andrew and I took a 5-hour bus at 1 a.m. just to get here this morning. I was concerned that we initially were very stuck with ideas and we didn't know where to go, but I think we're now we're a collective unit. We are a close-knit closet of friends.
This is our AI, we are making proprietary AI.
We chose the closet because I think it's a really good space for us to actually keep all our ideas in one spot, not let any go ahead, like kind of leave, but also kind of keep us as a tight-knit community.
Come take a look. This is our product demo, all right?
We're working together, we're eating together, we're all connected.
How much money you making, bro?
So for GPT, right, it returns you text. What agents will do is it'll book the hotel for you, it'll book flights for you, it'll automate all that for you. So literally like a travel agent.
Yeah. I would dig deeper though. I would go, I don't know, anyone our age, do you know anyone our age who's actually used a travel agent? Travel agent idea came about from Tony's personal experience. So Tony himself just came from a trip in Japan and Korea and basically encountered a few problems when he was first planning that trip. He went to ChatGPT and he basically went, I want a trip that covers this, that and this. And I'm going to be in this area from this range of time. What should I go do? From there, he selected the ideas that he'd most like, researched them on booking, online, factored the tickets into a Google Sheet, and then bookended it with flights and accommodation. That whole process took him quite a while, and we were just wondering, can we automate that?
Say there's 10 places you want to go to, right? And what the traveling salesman problem is, how do we visit each place in the minimum or like the most optimal kind of way? So like we have this app which has a bunch of places, and then you check off which places you like, and then you optimize it all, yeah.
I would say it's also the one thing I'd say, my only one reason against that right now is that I have a personal belief that it's easy to make something that's B2B into an actual business rather than B2C, but for the sake of a hackathon, a B2C might be easy. So after a few hours of ideating, our most refined ideas were two, and that was one being the travel agent, and the second being replacing the energy broker.
Hi, my name's Dash. I'm on team 3. I woke up at 3 a.m. to get here this morning, so I'm doing a 48-hour hackathon on 4 hours of sleep.
We're still in a bit of brainstorming. Come back in like 10 minutes.
What's the base like?
The base idea is like a AI like calendar app essentially. So it has an understanding of your calendar. You can talk to it. You can schedule events. You can ask what's on today.
We thought we had a really good idea. We realized someone's done the exact same thing, scrapped it, did it again, got nowhere.
That's where I think we're gonna have the problem. Is it going to take too long?
I don't think so.
If we're passing what the user is inputting, running that through an AI, and doing calendar call.
But what if the calendar's already cached? I think that's
three kind of.
I think that's doable. I genuinely think.
Well, we didn't decide on if we're doing day.
By this point, it's been like 3-4 hours, and we have nothing. We keep thinking we have a good idea, trying to go into it, realizing someone's already done it, or it's not going to work, and so we're back to square one.
How's it going?
We found out that someone, another company, is doing what we're gonna do, but we couldn't find them on Google, so that means they're washed.
That means they don't exist.
Exactly. Yep.
We think that companies don't know, we don't think. We know that companies are trying to implement AI, but they don't know how to do it.
They're also like, a lot of the times, they do implement AI, but they're not implementing it effectively.
And so what we do is we're building a platform that allows you to put in all your tasks and all your kind of jobs, and then we improve them using AI, giving suggestions to people, helping them learn by educating the actual employees on how to do their processes better. So they're learning AI and they're also getting a performance increase out of it.
You confident you can do it?
Yeah. I'm confident we will try.
Are you guys confident?
If we don't sleep, we got this.
We don't sleep.
Hi everyone, my name is Jilly, and currently I'm 15 years old. I keep saying and I think previously I've made some pretty cool projects, like using machine learning for artificial ECMs, and also making a wellness app called Bloom. And recently I got an internship at Instinct for growth.
Oh, we're locked in?
Yeah.
People say like you code the best when you're like drunk or some shit. Wait, Loki, right now, just doom scroll. Get your doom scroll hours in so you can lock in.
I mean, I've been off Instagram for quite a bit actually. I don't tend to really go on Reels because it kind of distracts me. But then when I hear like 6, 7, like about 50 times during a day, it starts to get to you.
16, 17.
6, 7.
Like, I honestly swear, like when I was going to bed, I was like.
I mean, it's chill. Like I scroll Instagram. I'm pretty brain rotted.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. She's a little over hyperactive sometimes, but I think it's chill.
Wait, hey, what was that? What was that? Wait, hey, get back to work. Get back to work.
Hearing it upstairs.
So around dinner time, we had Kevin and Paul come in, one of our sponsors and also our partners for this house. They're just awesome. They brought in like a whole jug of energy drinks. They came in and gave each team advice on how they should operate, some tips that they found that have been useful. That included really dialing down the idea, seeing their own industry experience and their own perspective, building their own startups.
So how do I generate leads? So let's say I'm using it, I sign in. Like how do I then go and generate leads using it?
Have you guys locked in on an idea?
I think so.
Flammate Ventures.
We had it down to 2, but we're picking one. So after a few hours of ideating, our most refined ideas were 2. And that was one being the travel agent, which we'd pitched to Kevin and Paul, and they had seemed to like. And the second being replacing the energy broker.
I was thinking about ways that we could sort of automate the travel agent role. A lot of the planning that I did was searching on Google, but instead now I was using like ChatGPT, asking it for those sort of things.
Yeah, I've tried to do it with GPT and automate it myself.
There's nothing out there like that.
Yeah, I'm Kevin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Concord Visa. We help talented entrepreneurs, founders, startup talent get to where they need to be really fast by helping them with their visas and global mobility. Yeah, there's always one of these teams in a hackathon. These guys are the slightly serious team, right? Like this is, they're like, oh, am I solving the right problem? It's not quite there yet with the chemistry.
Yeah, I'm just saying like in terms of ideas, like we don't have to like limit ourselves to.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's some melting of walls to do, breaking of walls to do. They need to come out of their shell and let them bear the ideas and just hash it out.
Presents. No. Yeah, you want to do like this one.
Wait, okay, you do it so nicely. I look so
had
Even with that, like, shoes on.
Oh, my ankles. I'm getting old. Where's that tick's gone?
What the? Why are they in a cupboard? They've got so much room. But apparently, these weird things exist in like successful companies. They have these weird quirks. So they're in the cupboard. I was like, what the hell? But you know what? Like, there's some weird things that happen in cupboards, I think. That sounded really dodgy. So let's remove that one out. It's like slightly weird, but a lot of companies have these weird traditions that somehow last. So maybe their meeting room in the future might be a cupboard, or their offices might be in a cupboard. But you know what? Like, showers ain't where all the good ideas come from nowadays, I think. I remember buying Bitcoin in the cupboard once. It was like $1,800. So you know what? Cupboard, garage is another thing in Silicon Valley. Wherever it happens, it just needs to happen. So good on them. So what they're working on, I think it's a really big problem right now, which is everyone wants to use AI to make their business like AI native. What the heck does that even mean? And like executives really have no clue. And I talked to a lot of managers, senior leadership, whose board and CEO has said, figure out this AI strategy and integrate it all into our business. We are an AI native company. Realistically, they have no idea what they're doing. They haven't been growing up on this stuff. What they're thinking of is recording the workflow of employees and figuring out what they actually do, and then studying what they do using AI to determine the better workflows that would be efficiently improved by AI. And I think that's really awesome. It's like the perfect answer or starting point to the board's question to the CEO. What are you going to do about AI? Download this program, install it in your employees' laptops, understand workflows, and get the best AI efficiencies happening from next week. And then recommend me ideas, give me best benchmarking and best practice. I'm all for that. I think a lot of people will be too.
So the idea we're trying to do, based off this diagram here, the workflow is that a company puts in their context, the leads they want to generate, what they do, who they're interested in. This then gets fed into a lead scraper over like 9 million different leads that are all verified, which then goes into a deep research program if you pay for the pro plan, which leads to personalized emails, a human approval process, followed by emails being sent out and responses being tracked. Once the responses are sent, like people responding to the cold emails being sent out, it will sentiment analyze them and give us metrics to track on the emails to try to show us how interested people are, which people we should prioritize, etc.
And the key thing that we do, because there's lots of tools that will do that, but we then track the inbox to then manage it, and we sentiment analyze all the responses. We put the responses into people who have either said like, oh, sorry, can't do it. People who say like, not now, like maybe give us, 6 months or so and be really interested in it, in which case it logs it, sort of puts it away. And then people who are talking about a call or a meeting, it goes into its own separate category. So there's like meetings and calls.
So to prototype the back end right now, we're using N8N just because easy visual workflows, we can see what things are outputting. So it starts here where it scrapes leads from an Appify endpoint. This pulls like so much stuff. It's essentially a huge search engine for leads. This data then gets saved to Superbase. It then loops over each lead to do some research if that was the feature that was enabled, write the email, save the draft, and then send out the email if approved. And that is the current system.
What the hell
Just
is
open
this?
my phone. We'll see that.
Because one of the ideas is like a travel app of some kind, and then their one is like some kind of like task related one. So I think our idea is the best one. So I think like not to toot our own horn, but like I think like we're gonna execute this well, and we're gonna get it.
Right now, when you need to book a business trip, you would have someone do it. So what we're trying to do is automate that process. Flight planning, the hotels, the accommodation, the transportation, and yeah, that's what we're trying to solve essentially.
What have we got so far? What are we doing right now at this moment actually?
We're trying to get the MVP out. So at the moment, obviously, we're working on a platform to make it so that tasks that people are doing within their companies get inputted in manual at the moment, and then we refine how they're actually done by suggesting AI improvements to it, so they can actually learn how to do their jobs better using AI, but then also speed up the pipelines. So this would be like, one of them is like make a newsletter. This is one of the tasks, and then this is a description of it, and then it's like one of the recommended tools you can go and use.
What are you gonna be doing tonight?
I'm just vibing right now. I'm gonna support the other Andrew, and we'll figure out how to get at least the MVP, the UI or the front end working up, and then I'm gonna kick the hay, go to sleep.
Yeah, nice. What time are you gonna go to sleep?
11:30.
Oh, all good.
Yeah.
What time are you waking up?
Like 7, 8. Around that time.
I need like some sleep.
Okay.
So I actually like look. It's getting to the point where I nearly haven't slept for 48 hours, like proper sleep. like I'm not even kidding. Like.
And that's it for day 1 of Hack 48. We're very excited to see what teams cook up tomorrow. We're good?
We're good.
Awesome.
That's day 1. All right.
No, what are the dabs like meta?
Dab up the couch, just in front. That's good.
Alright, that's good.